Friends, this is ICON number 14 BR. Let's start at the beginning. Nice truck, bad fender, original paint. Media Blast raw, hardtop turned out to be garbage, so we did a brand new hardtop. Otherwise, the body was in very nice shape. We had a unique challenge on this truck. The client wanted us to build these roadster style doors. The factory ones are fiberglass and fit like crap, and I hate fiberglass. So we tooled up and pextoed these and made them out of aluminum and made them removable with all blind attachment points. It worked out nice. Here's the raw chassis. Here are the new Dynatrack axles with the Monster Sport Brakes by StopTech. Chassis approaching final assembly. Pull the new Mustang GT motor out of the crate. Fit her in the chassis and work through all the peripheral systems, including the transfer flow fuel system with in-tank pump and sump and baffles and all that. Client had us do a creative finish for the front, which I actually am thinking I'm going to switch all the trucks to because it looks really sexy and it matches all the side badges much better. So here's the truck back from paint, approaching final assembly. Really cool color. We displayed this truck on the Fox Racing booth at the SEMA trade show this year in November 2014. The truck was a big hit and we were proud to be there with our partners. Here's some nice shots we did in the studio with one of the 4x mags. Will be coming out here soon. Client owns a Ford dealership, so he had us leave the Ford badging on the front. He also specified those fuel rims, which again, I really like. Here's some nice shots of the Fox Racing with remote canisters, nitrogen charge, the front suspension, and voila, here's the truck done. Let's go ahead and take it out for a drive now that everything's all put together. It looks a hell of a lot quicker than it is. They take about 5 months to craft. About 1,500 man-hours in-house, plus all the efforts of our suppliers. Really happy with this truck. It's a really neat color. It's a vintage Mustang color of around the same era as the truck, and then we modified it just a little bit and used a finer flake in the metallic and finished it in our signature matte finish. Interior is really well optioned. It has the Chilowich textiles. It has the carbon fiber heat blankets in the front seats. We did ARB lockers front and rear, navigation, as always, Gen 4 vintage air in-dash high output heat vent AC system, and all of them is, always have LED lighting. I'm a big LED junkie, so everything from the instrument cluster all the way through to the headlights and taillights are all LED. Dash is a slightly custom configuration. The client, we've worked with him several times, and he wanted a lizard on the dash, so we got one. Truck drives great. I'm really happy with this one. Each Bronco gets a little bit better, fortunately. If they didn't, we'd be idiots. So we're constantly tweaking and evolving and finding new solutions. And I'll go through a couple of those with you in more detail as we get into the mechanicals. You gotta love the sound of that Borla exhaust, and it's all food/medical grade pull bent mandreled stainless steel, and we do a ceramic finish coat on it. Those Ford letters are CNC'd in stainless steel and then enameled by Ford's OEM partner, because Ford actually has their own Pantone red, and we wanted to be pretty accurate there. Although this year did not have lights on the side, just had reflectors. The client specified them, so we went ahead and did the later style side indicators with our custom guards. Here's our CNC side emblem, icon. And then we'll continue to pan around the truck. More details, CNC'd stainless steel rearview mirrors and door handles that we've redesigned, as well as the lock pins, which were also kind of cheesy in plastic. Some more detailed shots here of those fuel rims. Really beautifully crafted and finished in nice subtle tones, so right up my alley. As we continue to pan around, we've got our locking sealed fuel cap, so it's not venting to the environment. It's got a charcoal canister, and it's a much nicer setup. Rear side marker, rear tail lights, again LED circuit boards and our own design guards. Kind of don't need to, but seemed like a fun detail. So on the BRs we add a third brake light up high. It's a nice setup, and again all LED. Again, another LED light for the reverse light comes on automatically in reverse, or you can toggle it if someone's tailgating you. Here's our rear tire carrier assembly. This is 3-axis brace to the frame. That pin is sprung, goes up the ramp, and clicks when you're in the open position. Using all mil-spec wire to route for the license plate light and the reverse light. And you can see here it's a very well built, very stout setup for this tire carrier. And by mounting it to the chassis and eliminating it from the body, you get rid of a whole bunch of rattles. Class 2 receiver, nice welds. And in what would have been dead space, we created these locking storage compartments. Another custom request for this client. He had us build a Viair air compressor for him, and we fabricated that nifty little shield there to keep it out of harm's way. And it's constant power, so when he needs it, he's ready to rock. Back in the rear of the trucks, we deliver them if equipped with the War 9.5 XP winch, the Viking recovery gear kit. There's the Infinity box, which we'll get into later, and the peripheral gear bag for the Viair. Nice CNC'd max tie downs in the back cargo area for more utility for securing your cargo. And another custom request, this vehicle is set up with AutoNet Mobile, which makes the vehicle web and cellular enabled. Some details of the rear Focal audio, the 12-volt power port, and our laser cut rear cargo panels. And let's see, maybe I'll just shut up and let this panning happen. Or maybe not. Also, he had us put Ford on the back there instead of our usual brushed stainless insert with the laser cut ICON logo. We're not offended. It is a Ford after all, and I think most people know it's an ICON. It's all good. Now we can move on to the interior. Our gauges are designed with our partners at Dakota Digital, and then we do our own font and indices and change the color mapping. Here's the new and improved spun pewter horn button in the center of the wheel, and there's that lizard attached to the gauge, and then CNC'd, hand-knurled, enameled, engraved knobs, and there's the old glove box, which is about 6 pieces of stainless and aluminum. Navigation is by Garmin. It's on a mil-spec gooseneck, and it's removable. 12-volt marine power port in the center of the dash there. And then the ARB locker controls compressor and front rear axle are down low right by the T-case where you need them. Center consoles by Tuffy. We use Alpine audio, and then the seat heat controllers, which are 3-stage, flank the audio. Has its own sub compartment, and then inside of the lit Tuffy box you've got tons of storage there. And then we refinish the top foam and actually replace the foam as well with a more dense cut pile. Let's see, more seating, more details of the dash, and from the glove box. These gauges are programmable, give you check engine, all sorts of status indications. Really good product. Chilowich textile I'm really happy with. We do the geometric interlocking panels that are removable for the floor mats when clients do it on the seats. And it's really nice. It keeps your ass from cooking in the winter and keeps you warm in the summer, or vice versa. Whatever. Stainless steel cargo panels there in a little more detail. And here's the amp research power steps, which are on a sensor on the door. So they come down and light up when you need them and then go away when you don't. That brushed stainless and CNC'd panel with the aluminum trim extends to the front doors. This truck also has the power windows and power door lock option. We had to get pretty crafty on this truck. I'll show you more details to make these doors removable with all that electrical. Here's the little goodie bag that comes with each truck, and inside of this bag, which is made out of the same materials all the way through to the snap that are utilized in the truck, are all the PDF manuals, which we also include on a memory stick for the client. CNC'd side steps or guards, or my brain can't think what they're called. And here are those groovy custom-built military connectors, so the doors are removable so that you could go back to the Roadster configuration depending on the season. We also did a nice braced bikini top, which unfortunately I didn't have time to grab photos of. Air shocks replace muscles for the front hood as well as the rear liftgate. Engine is factory trimmed Ford 5.0 Coyote from the Mustang GT. We use the Mustang GT airbox. We do our own rotomolded intake plenum due to fit issues. And over here is the data tag, which is on every truck, which sends credit to the people that designed it, myself and Camilo Pardo, and indicates the number in sequence. This is number 14 once again. One thing I was really happy about with this truck, speaking of new improvements, we've just decided to partner with our friends at AEM. AEM is able to unlock the variable valve timing and cam control, which gives us significantly more efficiency and greater control over the torque and horsepower curve. Being that we're in a truck and not a Mustang, that was really crucial for us to be able to bring the torque on earlier, keep it even through the curve, and the efficiency gained by the variable valve timing is significant. We also worked with our buddies at CompuShift to further refine the electronic control module for the transmission, allowing us to get more power. So combined, we ended up at about 432 horsepower and 412 torque. Stainless steel hardware and CNC trim in the engine bay. And that's pretty much the whole story. As always, thank you for your interest in my antics. Our team here is very proud of what we do. If you have any questions, 818-280-3333 or icon4x4.com.